Hello everyone, welcome in the part 2 of this recitation, which is about debugging. And here we'll be more focusing on debugging in VS Code using the extension VS Code offer. So first of all, actually before starting, you need to install the extension. If you don't have this, run and debug tab here in your menu at the left. So you can search for Python. So Python, the extension, and you will see Python debugger. So you have to install this. And once it's installed, actually, you can see now run and debug here, yeah, in your left panel. So right now we will try to debug a little code that I wrote. It's just about matrix multiplication, and it take two matrices and try to do the multiplication within this function and return the result, right? So basically, if I run the code, um, it should run, but here we want to debug it. So first, when you click on this, you have the debug interface. So you have run and debug. And at the bottom here, you should see something called breakpoint. So breakpoint actually are kind of way to say that I want my code to run until this point. So by example, if I put a breakpoint here, I want that when I'll be running and debugging, my code will run until that point and stop. And then I can maybe check some things, and then if it's fine, I can continue. And I can add many breakpoints as I want in my code. And you can see the breakpoint here at the bottom, right? You can remove them by clicking this X. You can disable all the breakpoints, so they will be there, but the code will just run fine like they're not there. And if you come on them, you can right click, you can edit, disable, or remove a breakpoint. So that's the first thing to know about the debugging part. And then let's try to do some debugging. So I will try to put here uh, a breakpoint, also here a breakpoint, and yeah, a breakpoint here. So when I do run and debug, you should see this thing here at the top where you have pause, step over, step into, step out, restart, and stop. So it will help you actually go to from a breakpoint to another breakpoint or go line by line in the code to see actually if where is maybe a potential error. When you start this, you see here on the output here, it stopped at the first breakpoint, and we have already printed matrix multiplication. But when it start actually, you can see here the local variable. So as your code is running, the code has run until this point. So all the variable we have already at this time, we can see that we have matrix A already defined. So we can't see matrix B because it stopped, it didn't run this line yet. We have matrix A that equal to this. We have NP, the NumPy module that we have imported, special variable, function variable, and everything, right? And then with this step over, step into, so it's just a way to go next to the next line somehow, right? So if you press first continue, it will run until the next breakpoint. So that's the rule of continue. So if I press continue, I will see now it's up here. But with step over and step into, they are kind of way to go to the next line. So maybe there is an error at this line. I want to check something, right? I can do step into or step over. It's go to the next line, even if we don't have a breakpoint actually, right? And I can continue. Now the difference between step over and step into is that step into actually when it's come to a line where we have maybe a function that's called, when we do step into, instead of go to the next line, it will enter in this function, this matrix multiplication. So maybe we can check some things that are happening in our function. But if we do step over, it's like it will go over it, go directly to the next line. So let's do step into here. Now we are inside the matrix multiply function, and you can see all the local variable data here. So we send the A and B here actually, and here they are defined here, right? And we can continue, right, to the next line into it, see what result will be, and then yeah. You come back and then we can continue actually, right? And step out is kind of leaving a function, maybe if you were in the function. So basically, that's how you navigate using this, and you can stop at any moment, right? Nice. So let's try to run it again. When you run it instead of the terminal, you have the debug console, where you can try some code actually. So it stopped here. We have already matrix A defined. We can check actually what's the value of matrix A. When you type it, we have it here, and you can do many things like matrix A time 2, matrix A dot shape, so everything actually, and then see what's the error or where is an error coming from, right? And yeah, so you have access to everything here in the debug console. Let me stop this. Then we try to make our code have an error, right? So we add two other number here so that we can see, right? So if we run and debug, everything is fine. Let's come in the debug console. So we have matrix A defined, matrix B, yes. Let's do continue. Uh, so in the terminal chart, you should see everything that's printed. I have matrix A printed. We haven't printed matrix B yet. We continue. We come to result, right? Normally there should be an error here. So when I do this, you have an error in this function, right? And you can see exception occur and everything. So let's say let's stop this and run it again and maybe go inside the function and see what's happening. So we can go this, let me do this line by line. So I'm at that function, it didn't run yet, so I step into the function, right? So this line has not been run yet, but if I do now step into it, we go to the next line and this will be run and then we have the error actually. So we can do that and see, okay, when I do next, all right, okay, the function has not been called. Okay, now the function is called and then we can see that actually the error is happening here. And while we are here, we are right now here actually in the function where we have the A and B. Let's check the value, right? The A and B here in the function. And then we can see, okay, what is A dot shape? What is B dot shape, right? So these are variables that are defined in the function. And we can see that, okay, they are different. And then maybe what we are sending here is not what we are supposed to send. And then based on that, actually, we can come back here and try to solve the error before sending those values. So that's a little bit about how to use the debugger, right? Uh, Provided by VS Code. It's quite simple. So you try to put some breakpoints, try to run your code until that point to see where is the error coming from, and you have access to all the local variable actually there. You can try to do some manipulation on them, and when everything is fine, then you continue with your code. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you like it.